Yes, good afternoon, my dear Stains Johnson. Tell me, what are the points we discussed in the last class?
So we discussed the formulas to find the principal value of inverse trigonometric functions.
Yes, principal value of inverse trigonometric functions. Principal values of inverse trigonometric functions. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Once I will show you the points what we had discussed in the previous class. Are you able to watch the screen, my dear children?
Yes, sir.
Just I am repeating that points. Again, I will repeat the points. In the previous class, we had discussed finding the principal values of inverse trigonometric functions of negative real numbers. Yes, sir, my children. These are the formulas. Sin inverse of minus x is equal to. I made you everyone read all these formulae for negative real numbers. How to find the inverse trigonometric functions value. Sin inverse of minus x is equal to minus sin inverse x. Cos inverse of minus x is equal to pi minus cos inverse x. Tan inverse of minus x is equal to minus tan inverse x. Cot inverse of minus x is equal to pi minus cot inverse x. Secant inverse of minus x is equal to pi minus secant inverse x. And finally, cosecant inverse of minus x is equal to minus cosecant inverse x. Just I marked by tick mark. Second one, and fourth one and fifth one. I marked second, fourth and fifth. Do you remember these points, my dear children? Do you remember these formulae?
Yes, sir.
I told you memorize these formulae well. Have you memorized these formulae well?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now come to the exercise 1. Open the textbook, my dear children. Page number 41. See page number 41. Page number 41. Are you ready with the textbook, my dear children? Page number 41.
Yes, sir.
Yes. In that page number 41, in the exercise 1.1, see that first one, sine inverse of minus 1 by 2. First question, find the principal values of the following. Here, principal value of sine inverse of minus 1 by 2. Okay, my dear children, if you observe this question, this question relates to finding the principal value of what happened, my dear Joseph? You joined the meeting late by 6 minutes. What happened, my dear Joseph?
Sir, Wi-Fi went down, sir. I'm connected through phone, sir, now.
Okay. Now see this question, my dear. Find the principal value of sine inverse of minus 1 by 2. If you observe this function, this question is based on finding the principal value of inverse trigonometric functions of negative real number. If we observe in these brackets, there is a negative real number. Yes or no? Is it positive real number or negative real number? Tell me.
Negative, sir.
Minus 1 by 2. It is a negative real number. Yes or no? Sine inverse of minus 1 by 2. First of all, which formula can be used here? Which formula is apt for this function? Sine inverse, it is in the form of sine inverse of minus x. Yes or no? It is in the form of sine inverse of minus x. Understood this point?
Yes, sir.
Then how do you write sine inverse of minus 1 by 2? How do you write sine inverse of minus 1 by 2?
Sir, minus sine inverse 1 of 1 by 2.
Minus a sine inverse of 1 by 2, because by using this formula sine inverse of minus x, here x value is 1 by 2. Okay, x value is 1 by 2. So by using this formula sine inverse of minus x is equal to minus sine inverse x, we got this step. Can you find sine inverse of 1 by 2? Previously you found sine inverse of 1 by 2. How do you find sine inverse of 1 by 2? How do you find sine inverse of 1 by 2 value?
So we need to take the sine inverse of 1 by 2 as theta, sir.
Okay. In rough work, in rough work, I am doing in the rough work. Okay. Let the sine inverse of 1 by 2 is equal to theta. Let us consider sine inverse of 1 by 2 is equal to theta. From this equation, how do you write? This is the inverse trigonometric functions. This is an equation in the inverse trigonometric function. Then how do you write this equation?
So sine theta equals 1 by 2, sir.
Very good. Sine theta is equal to 1 by 2. Are you listening, my dear? Blessina, Preetika, Krupal, Kevin
Yes,
Paul,
sir. Yes,
Stanley
sir.
Nelson, Jerome Jesli Raj,
Yes,
Ashwin
sir.
Tom, and yes, Joseph. So
Yes,
understood
sir.
this? Understood these steps? Understood these two steps in the rough work?
Yes, sir.
Are you
Yes,
able?
sir.
Are you able to see these two lines?
Yes, sir.
Let us sine inverse of 1 by 2 is equal to theta. By implies, we can write this equation. Immediately, we can write this equation. Sine theta is equal to 1 by 2. This implies sine theta is equal to, from the sine table, which angle gives 1 by 2 in the sine table?
5
30,
by
sir.
6, sir.
Sine pi by 6. Yes or no? Here you should not use degrees. You should not express the angle in the degree measure. Always you should use radian measure. Okay. Then what is the value of angle?
So sine pi by 6, sir.
Yes, by sine pi by 6. Don't use here 30 degrees. Always use radian measure, not degree measure. Okay, my dear children. remember this point. In lower classes only we use degree measure, but in higher classes we should use radian measure in expressing the measurement of an angle. Okay, my dear children, especially in the case of trigonometry chapter and inverse trigonometric chapters, don't use degree measure in expressing the measurement of an angle. Please remember this point. Okay, my dear children. Then sin theta is equal to 1 by 2. Then what is the value of theta?
So 5 by 6.
5 by 6. At the beginning step, we considered sin inverse of 1 by 2 is equal to theta. Then theta is equal to pi by 6. Means sin inverse of, therefore, sin inverse of 1 by 2 is equal to, what is the value? Pi by 6. Yes or no? Because sin inverse of 1 by 2 is equal to pi by 6. Understood this step? What happened, my dear Ayush? What happened?
Sir, because of network issue, I was unable to join, sir.
Okay. Understood this step, my dear Grayson,
Yes,
Blessina?
sir.
In rough work, we found the value of sin inverse of 1 by 2. Understood these steps, my dear children? Blessina?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So, therefore, sin inverse of minus 1 by 2 is equal to minus pi by 6. This is a principal value of sin inverse of minus 1 by 2. Okay, my dear children. Therefore, finally we conclude that, therefore, principal value of sin inverse of minus 1 by 2 is equal to minus pi by 6. Okay. Okay, my dear children. Now come to the question number 4. Question number 4. Will you read the question number 4, my dear Krupal? My dear Krupal, will you read the question number 4? The page number 41, exercise 1.1, Krupal.
Sir, I don't have textbook, sir. I am in my relative's house.
Okay. Have you not? Okay. Kevin Paul, can you read the question number 4 in the page number 41? My dear Kevin Paul, are you there online? Kevin Paul, are you there online? My dear Kevin Paul. Okay, my dear Kevin Paul. Stains Johnson, my dear Stains Johnson,
Yes, sir.
can you read the question number 4?
Yes, sir. Tan inverse minus root 3.
Yes. This is a complete question. Find the principal value of tan inverse of minus root 3. Find the principal value of tan inverse of minus root 3. Now come to this question. Come to this function. It is in the form of, if we observe this question carefully, we can identify that this is in the form of tan inverse of minus x. Yes or no? This question is also based on finding the principal value of inverse trigonometric functions of negative real number. In the brackets, within the brackets, negative number is there, minus root 3. Yes or no? Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now, what is the
Yes, sir.
formula? What is the formula for tan inverse of minus x? If you observe this function, it is in the form of tan inverse of minus x. See the formula. I will show you. I will show you the list. What is the formula for tan inverse of minus x?
So minus tan inverse x, sir.
Yes, very good. Minus tan inverse x. That is the formula. So, by using that formula, I am writing this step. Minus tan inverse root 3. Because tan inverse of minus x is equal to minus tan inverse x. By using this formula, I wrote this step. Understood, my dear? Ayush, Kiran Raj, Yashwantram, Joseph, Jerome Jesli Raj, Stains Johnson, Kevin
Yes,
Paul,
sir.
Krupal,
Yes, sir.
Preetika,
Yes, sir.
and Blessina. Understood this step?
Yes, sir. Yes,
By,
sir.
by using this formula, you had to apply the appropriate formula to simplify the given function. Now, we keep this minus as it is. Then how to find the value of tan inverse of root 2? Same procedure as we have done in the rough work. Previously, as we have done in rough work, we follow the same steps in finding the value of tan inverse of root 3. Can you tell me now what is the value of tan inverse of root 3? Will you do this rough part? Will you do this rough work
Yes, sir.
and tell me the value of tan inverse of root 3?
So pi by 3.
See this table, my dear children, previously I gave. In this tan table, where will you get root 3? Here, see there.
So pi by 3, sir.
Yes. Under this pi by 3 you got. Yes. Pi by 3. So, because tan inverse of root 3, understood this step, my dear children? Here, I am not doing the rough work. I have already done the rough work for the first question. You follow the same steps in finding the value of tan inverse of root 3. Or you can use this table directly. You can use this table. Understood this point, my dear children?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Only Grayson is responding. What about others? Only Grayson is responding to my question. What about others? Blessina, Preetika? Not responding. Krupal? Next question. Question number 5. Read the question number 5, my dear Blessina. Read the question number 5, my dear Blessina.
Sir, cos inverse of minus 2, sir. Minus 1 by 2, sir.
Uh, find the principal value of cos inverse of minus 1 by 2. Find the principal value of cos inverse of minus 1 by 2. Now come to the question. Cos inverse of minus 1 by 2. This is a given function. This is a given inverse trigonometric function. We have to find the principal value of this inverse trigonometric function. To find the principal value of this inverse trigonometric function, which formula is suitable? Can you tell me, Pritika, which formula is suitable?
Sir, pi minus cos inverse of x.
Very good, my dear Pritika. Are you listening the question and answers, my dear children? Pi minus cos inverse of 1 by 2 because cos inverse of minus x is equal to pi minus cos inverse x. By using this formula, are you following, my dear Ayush Singh? Ayush Singh.
Yes, sir.
Yes. By using this formula, I wrote this step. Understood this step, my dear Ayush Singh and Kiran Raj?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now, pi minus, what is the value of cos inverse of 1 by 2? By observing the table, can you tell me, Ayush Singh, can you tell me the value of cos inverse of 1 by 2? By observing this table, can you tell me the value of cos inverse of 1 by 2? Ayush Singh,
Yes, sir.
can you tell me the value of, what is the value here? What is the value to be found? What is the value to be found here? Cos
Sir,
inverse.
cos inverse 1 by 2.
Uh, from this table, tell me the value of cos inverse of 1 by 2. Ayush Singh.
Sir, 2.
Huh? Ayush Singh,
Yes, sir.
tell me. Yes, pi by 3. Very good, my dear Kiran Raj. Very good. My dear Kiran Raj, pi by 3. Because cos inverse of 1 by 2 is equal to pi by 3. By using that table, we got this value, pi by 3. Now let us simplify pi minus pi by 3. Let us simplify pi minus pi by 3. What will you get? Can you tell me? What is the next step? Can you tell me? Pi minus pi by 3. Take the LCM here.
So 3 pi minus pi by 3, sir.
Pi minus pi by 3. Then what will you get in the
2,
numerator?
2 pi by 3, sir.
2 pi by 3. This is the principal value of cos inverse of minus 1 by 2. Therefore, the principal value of cos inverse of minus 1 by 2. Okay, my dear children.
Okay, sir.
Yes. Just wait for a moment. Just wait for a moment. Black box, yeah. దీనికి 3 పిన్నులు, దీనికి 3 పిన్నులు దానికి పెట్టడానికి. ఇది విశేషాలనా? దీనికి 5. ఇలా పెట్టేయచ్చా?
Kalau mainan?